So on the face of it, Paul, it looks like a really good deal for Boeing, given the fact that it's a 200 plane order. At the same time, the expectations were much higher for this order from China. And so the expectation was that they would order 500 737 MAX jets as well as a large number of wide body jets. And unfortunately, the details still aren't clear on what the order comprises, what the aircraft types are, what the timing of it, and both Boeing and China have not really talked about what the order entails. And so the market is a little underwhelmed by the order, given the fact that the possibility was much larger.
So just give us a little history here about for Boeing. How big is the China market for them, and how has that market evolved over the last year or two?
So for Boeing, China is a really important market. China is the world's second largest aviation market, and given the fact that Comac, which is the Chinese rival to both Airbus and Boeing, isn't really producing airplanes at such a large scale. So for Boeing, this is an important market and a market that hasn't really seen any order momentum in the last almost a decade since when
Wow.
Trump was last in China. So for Boeing, this was the moment that they would get their next big break from China. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened. I mean, Airbus in that meantime has secured over 700 plane orders. And so for Boeing, they're sort of really playing at a much smaller level in terms of the overall market in China.
But given, as I understand it, the China aviation market continues to be in serious growth mode. Can Airbus fulfill that growth, support that growth, or does China at some point need Boeing?
But China definitely needs Boeing. I mean, the Chinese airlines that are looking to secure their next generation of aircraft or replace older aircraft with more fuel efficient ones will definitely need to order Boeing planes. And so it is something that the Chinese airlines have expressed a need for, and it is in Boeing's interest to sort of supply those aircraft. So especially at a time when jet fuel prices are rising, like fuel efficient aircraft are really valuable. And so for the 737 MAX, this is an important market both for the Chinese carriers as well as for Boeing.
So let's just say it's even at this lower than expected number of 200 aircraft. That would still be would that be the first real order from China in almost a decade?
It will be. It will be the first major order by China in almost a decade if this order materializes, even if it's just for 200 planes. And then Trump, on his way back, talked about the possibility of up to 750 planes. And so again, specifics aren't clear, and it's not really clear what the order entails because Trump said that it depends on whether Boeing is able to fulfill the 200 plane order, and then they would order another 700 up to 750 aircraft. So details are sort of murky at the moment, but it could be a sign that there may be a thaw towards ordering those Boeing planes from China.
Before, I mean, I guess without the help of the executive branch, whoever that may be in office, what can Boeing? It looks like Boeing doesn't have much influence or ability to shape the conversation with the Chinese because, again, as you mentioned, they have gone almost 10 years without a sale.
Yes, so China, especially for its state-owned airlines, tends to order planes in bulk. And so whether that's from Airbus, whether that's from Boeing, and so those big orders from the Chinese carriers depend on government-to-government relations. And Boeing has featured prominently in most of President Donald Trump's negotiations around the world. I mean, remember in Qatar where there was that massive order, the biggest order by value for Boeing planes. And again, like Boeing planes have featured prominently in trade announcements, trade deals, and for China, getting those Boeing planes is sort of valuable, and they need to get it done. So we do expect them to buy it, but timing again remains unclear.